Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. So in today's video I'm going to be doing a lovely Valentine's Day look. As you guys know, Valentine's Day is just right around the corner, so might as well, start going out there and giving you guys some nice ideas for Valentine's Day, whether you're going to be celebrated at home or at a restaurant. I, on my other hand, will not be celebrating it, but I mean, hey, at least I gave you guys an idea. So if you guys want to see how I got this look, keep on watching. So for today's primer, I'm actually going to be using the Henrikson Banana Bright Primer. I've started to use this primer again, and I actually want to finish this because I've had it in my drawer for a good while. And yeah, that's the whole deal with this. So right now, I'm going to try my best to make this look not too obnoxiously pink. I know that when people think of Valentine's Day, we think of reds, we think of pinks and everything else, and there's people out there that and then of course we see the lovely like heart looks. So right now I want to make this as wearable as possible, especially if for some of you guys that are going to be celebrating Valentine's Day at home. If you guys are going out, that's great. Hopefully practice social distancing and wear a mask. So right now I'm just gonna let the primer sit for a little bit. So for the foundation, I'm actually gonna be using the new Filter Effect for my foundation. Today I'm gonna be using the Morphe Filter Effect Soft Focus Foundation. I did purchase this when it was released at Ulta, so yeah. And I did wear it on Monday for a full 8 hours. I'm gonna be very honest with you guys. I actually do like this foundation. The finish actually kind of reminds me of like Too Faced Born This Way foundation, just because of it's like it leaves the skin dewy. I mean, no, it doesn't leave my skin dewy. It looks dewy. By the end of the day, my skin looks very dewy. But that's because I wore this for a full 8 hours. But so far, I just love how it looks. So yeah, it doesn't feel tight or anything. If you guys want a little bit, just to give you guys a little bit of an opinion as to how I feel about this foundation. Moving forward, I'm gonna do my brows, try to do it a little bit quickly so that way we can focus on the main look. Don't worry you guys, as I said earlier, I'm not gonna make it too obnoxiously pink. Know the drill. Clean them up the brows with the Nars Soft Matte Complete Concealer. It's actually, I do actually like this concealer. I like it to spot conceal to fix my brows. I'm not a huge fan of it when it comes up to the under eye. I know I did a video on that. I know I did a video like weeks ago, months ago about that, about using the whole range. So yeah, I'm gonna prime my eyelids. I'm gonna go on ahead and use the E.L.F. Bite Size shadows. I used these ones in my last video where I was doing a neutral look, using the new Rare Beauty line. So I'm gonna go right on in and probably use Berry Bad, since this kind of has like these more like coppery reddish tones, but I may just also use rose water just in case if I want to not make this too intense. We can use these shades here. So I'm gonna go in and take my Morphe M441 brush. Let me try to get this opened. All right, and I'm gonna take this shadow here. Unfortunately, this does not have name, these little palettes don't have names, so I can't tell you guys exactly, but it's kind of like this. It looks like a rose, not a rosy color, but it looks like a mauvey rose type of color here. I'm gonna take this one here. I'm gonna put in, I feel like I'm tapping too much. You know what, let me just leave it like that. So I'm gonna go in and put this all over my crease and part of it also in the inner corner. I'm not gonna work on it too much, but okay, so let me grab a little bit more. So definitely I'm gonna have to build this color up. So I think that's kind of enough with the crease color here. So yeah, I feel like this little matte here is not as noticeable, but I mean, hey, Okay, so right now I'm gonna go in, I kind of want to go in with this little shade, with this one here, but I feel like I'm probably gonna regret it, but who knows. I'm gonna go in with this brush from Urban Decay. It comes with the Naked palettes, and I'm gonna try and use, let me use this shade. I'm gonna use this shade here just to see how it looks like on lid. So I'm gonna put this all over the lid, and yeah, so we're gonna do this again. This is gonna be a very simple look, nothing too crazy. I know that on Instagram we're known for crazy looks, but let me see how this shade. And then I'm gonna go back in with my same, so I'm gonna go back with the same brush, grab some of that initial first color, and then we're just gonna blend it out just so that way it's not too intense around the crease. And then don't worry you guys, I'm gonna go right on in, and it's looking a little bit on the darker berry side, but I mean, of course we can grab this other shade here and we can try to lighten it up a little bit. So right now I'm gonna do the same thing on the right eye now with another brush, and it's gonna be the Sigma E25 brush. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take this color here, or you know what, let me grab, no, yeah, we're just gonna use this brush here. So I'm gonna go in with this shade, and I'm just gonna focus that mainly more so on the outer corner or the outer V of the eye. This is just to deepen it up just a little bit. We don't want to make it too smoky, because I mean, if we don't want to make it too smoky, because again, like, the point of it is that we want to make it wearable, but not like, want to make it a little, give it a little bit more definition or depth into the eye, but we're not going to make it too intense, or you know, like, so we're going to try to smoke it up a little bit, but not too much to where it's too intense that, you know, it kind of like, you know, you can't wear it during the day. But if you definitely want to be like wearing it throughout the night, you can try it. Again, it's totally up to you, but for me personally, we're gonna go in, and then I'll use that same brush again, and this is just going to we're just going to blend out the rest of the color. The same brush, dip in a little bit more on the shadow, and this is just again blending it out so that way it's not too harsh. Take it a little bit above the crease, and this is again making sure it's not too intense. I'm gonna take it right here too, just so that, and with that third color here, I'm gonna take that same brush, I'm gonna dip in again, and I'm just gonna add in a little bit more, just so that way we can recover a little bit of what we lost in terms of color. And then go in with that same brush, blend it out a little bit here. All right, so yeah, pretty much we're doing that with the eye. So here, okay, I should probably take it a little bit more, just okay, so I think we're good on this one. Okay, so now we're gonna do the exact same thing on the other side of the eye, and then go right on in and do the rest of the makeup, and then finish off the look. Before I can finish off the rest of the eyes, I'm gonna move on to my concealers. I'm gonna be taking the Nars Radiant Creamy Concealer. So you guys know the drill. So I'm gonna do my spot conceal, and then of course my brightening under eye concealing. All right, so sorry guys, my camera for some reason stopped while I was trying to blend out my concealer. So right now, let me just finish out blending. Go in and use my Hourglass Veil Translucent Setting Powder. I have picked this up recently again, and I do enjoy it a lot. So I'm gonna take the other side of my beauty blender and just start to apply powder in the areas that need to. Again, because it is cold, I don't want to go too much with powder in there, but of course if you're oily, if you have an oily complexion, and of course powder where you powder away. So right now just powdering the forehead, and then we're going to powder under the eyes. Of course, remove the excess powder here. Get my eyeliner. I'm going to take the Marc Jacobs Highliner, and this is in the shade, in the color Earthquake. I'm actually going to take a little bit on the back of my hand just because since these are gel liners, they do oftentimes have a tendency to dry up. I'm going a little bit overboard here. I'm going to take a pencil brush just to go ahead and clean this up here. I feel like this eye is going to be more smokier than inner. Let's see if I can try to like move it in here. Yeah, I went a little bit in here. Alright, so we can't fix it. So, alright, so I guess I can't fix it. Okay, so I'm gonna go in with that shade here that I mentioned. I'm gonna go put it under my eye first, and then that way we can deepen it up just a little bit. Again, we're not gonna try to make it too overly smoky, but if it ends up getting smoky, then oh well, Move on to this color here, and I'm just gonna take it right beneath that color just so that way it's not, so that way we can nicely blend it out. Take this shade here. I'm gonna see how, let me see how this looks here first before I put it in my inner corner. So I'm gonna put in a very light amount of it just because I don't want to accidentally make this darker. So let's just see how this looks first. Okay, so I think it's just made it coppery. Wow. Okay, so basically it did not line it up, it just made it coppery. Well, you know what, it's there, it's there. I'm actually gonna move on. So now for my mascara today, I'm gonna use the Maybelline Lash Sensational Sky High Mascara. So yeah, I actually did a post on this mascara. I'm not gonna lie, after using this mascara, I kind of don't like, I don't know. After using this mascara for like a little over a week and a half since I purchased this, I'm gonna be very honest, I don't actually see the hype. I don't kind of understand the hype behind this mascara, in my honest opinion. I mean, it does lengthen, but I don't see much of a difference. I honestly feel like for anybody out there who is not able to get the Maybelline Sky High mascara, I kind of feel like the Air Volume mascara is probably much of a better is a much better mascara than this one here. So yeah, I mean, if you can't get a hold of this one is definitely good. I've been using this for months, and and my lashes look really nice. So definitely, I would definitely prefer this one over this one. Again, just personal opinion, but for the purposes of this video, I'm going to use the Sky High mascara, or the Lash Sensational Sky High mascara. But yeah, that's just my honest opinion regarding that mascara. Go in with the mascara here. So now moving on to lashes. Oh my god, what the heck? Alcohol prep pad, I found an alcohol prep pad inside these lashes. So for my lashes today, I'm going to be using the Kiss Lashes. These are their Lash Couture Luxe Extensions collection. I'm going to be using the Russian Volume one. I kind of wanted to go in for like kind of like a wispy, but I don't know, I couldn't find anything in my lash collection. Then again, maybe I should look for new lashes to get. Okay, so I already went ahead and put on my lashes. So now finally moving on to the rest of my face. I'm gonna go in for bronzer. I will be using my Marc Jacobs, the Omega Bronzer Fantastic. And then for the brush, and then I'm gonna be going in with my Morphe R2 brush. And then just putting this all over my face where I need to, and you guys know my usual techniques, stippling motions. Just FYI, when I did use the Morphe foundation, I was using all cream products. So this is the first time I'm going in with this with powder. So yeah, we're gonna try and not go too intense. Moving on to cheeks and highlight. So for the palette or the cheek palette I'm gonna be using will be the Natasha Denona Love Glow palette here. I know Natasha Denona, I know they recently released like a mini version, I guess, of this palette here, but I'm not picking that up right now, so I'm gonna be using this one here. And then, so pretty much I'm gonna be combining the Super Glow and the diamond powder. I'm gonna be doing a combination of both. And then for my brush, because I'm basically grabbing everything that's here. You know what? Let me see if I can try to find something else here. Oh, you know what? Let me find another brush here I'm gonna use. Okay, you know what? We're gonna take this one here. Okay, I'm gonna take this Real Techniques multitask brush. So I'm gonna grab a little bit of both here, just both of these colors here, not going too crazy, and then just lightly stipple this all over my cheek. For the highlight, I will be using the Glow Impact powder here from the same palette. And then I'm gonna grab, let me see what I have available here. I'm gonna take another Real Techniques brush. This is the setting brush powder, the setting brush. I personally like to use these ones more for highlight because these are kind of tiny. So I'm gonna grab some of this powder here. I do like the highlighter. I do like the highlighter here. It's not too overly intense. And then we're just gonna take it up here. Like, you can see that there is that highlight glow, but it's not too intense. Let me see if I can try to get more color payout. So yeah, I like this highlighter, but what I don't like about the fact is that it's like really hard to get like any sort of like product on there. I have to go literally like go in intensely, remember my brush in there. So we're just gonna highlight the typical areas. It's just the high points of my cheeks. And then like high points of the cheeks. And then of course like right a little bit above the brow bone or my brow. And then a little bit on the lips. We got it here. And then to set everything, I'm gonna take my Glow Recipe Watermelon Glow Hydrating Mist. As you guys can kind of tell, I'm already running out of this, so yeah. Yes. It says it's watermelon, but it smells like cucumber. Interesting. I'm gonna go in and start with my lips. So for my lips, I'm gonna be using MAC. Using the Lipliner Edge to Edge. I'm not using Subculture or Strip Down. I'm using a different one. And then of course, I'm gonna be taking this Viva Glam 2. So it's not blankety. So yeah, so I'm gonna go in and use them here, and we're gonna go in and finish off the look. Viva Glam 2 lipstick. So now that we finish off the lips, this is the completed look. So basically, it came out okay. So far I do like these E.L.F. I do like the E.L.F. bite-sized palette, like so many palettes. So yeah, so pretty much this is the look or completed look. Valentine's Day, nothing too, I guess, too out there. I think it did come out a little bit on the smoky side, but hey, what can we do? So yeah, if you guys definitely enjoyed this tutorial, please give this video a thumbs up. make sure you hit the subscribe button before you leave, and at the same time too, if you already subscribed or plan to be subscribing, please hit that notification bell to be reminded of all of my future uploads. So yeah, hope you guys have a wonderful St. Valentine's Day. I will more than likely spend it at home since I have to go to my day job the next day. So yeah, bye.